Hi again, it's me, Nick, from the EOS Education team here at Boxlight, and I'm excited to share some more information with you that I hope will help you get the most out of your new MimioPro G interactive flat panel. Specifically today, I'm excited to share with you a tool called AirClass that's available on your panel. Now, if you've used a previous panel before, you might already have some exposure to AirClass, but we've made some cool updates to it, including data saving, so I think you're going to find it really useful. In order to access this tool, we can access that from our side toolbar, which again we can access from either side of the panel. And down here in our tools, you see that I already have an icon for AirClass. It looks like a person with a little whiteboard. Once I open that, it's going to produce a QR code. Now, with this tool, it's great for a hybrid or an in-person environment because anyone can join simply by scanning the QR code and then hopping into this live session. They don't need to be on the same network at all, and so this makes that a little bit more universally applicable. I'm going to go ahead and enter this class. And you're going to notice that I now have a toolbar that is static placed at the bottom. Now, I can drag it from side to side. I just can't move it up or anywhere else on the screen. So keep that in mind. But with this, I have a number of tools. The first thing I'm going to suggest is to turn this message button off. If it is not already off, do so. You'll know that it's off because it will have the circle with the line through it. This message feature might be really beneficial to you in certain environments, but it doesn't allow you to manage a message before it presents on the panel. So because of that, we suggest that you go ahead and turn that off when using that with students so that things don't appear on the panel that shouldn't. Now you have a number of different options that are available in order to help you engage with your students in a variety of ways. One way is to give them a voting option, which allows you to offer a single choice as the correct answer, or perhaps even multiple correct answers. Now you don't already have to have something prepared or visually available on the screen, but it will be helpful for your students to be able to see and hear the options available to them. But you can also use this for an impromptu formative assessment to ask questions and see where your students are at in their understanding and the development of their understanding. So I'm going to go ahead and select a single choice, and because I don't have any students here, I do not have the ability to really engage fully in the same way that I would with students. But once I hit finish, you're going to see that this is how the students' results would show. It doesn't automatically show which is the correct answer or which are the correct answers, whichever that case may be, which might provide a good opportunity for you to have really rich discussion about the reasons behind your students' answers prior to telling them whether that's correct or incorrect. Sometimes learning how and why we reach certain conclusions is even more helpful than just being right the first time. Once we've had that discussion, any discussion we choose to have with that, we then would mark the correct answer down at the bottom, and it will then change the color of the bar for that answer. It will also show me down at the bottom what the explanation was of the correct rate. So how many students got that particular question correct? Once I close that, it's going to take me out of that particular question. We also have the judge feature, which is looking at true and false options. So I'm going to go ahead and begin. And we're looking for whether or not it is true or false. When I finish that, you're going to see we're going to have that same screen show us that reporting of how our students or our colleagues responded to that particular question. Again, it's not going to label what is correct or incorrect until we determine that for our audience. It's then going to show us again what that correct rate is. Use the X to close. Now these responder and selector options are to be able to choose someone to volunteer to answer a question. So all students won't answer in these circumstances. This will help to select from the list of people who have engaged and connected to this class. It will go ahead and it'll beat on the drum. You can turn the audio settings up. I actually have them down on the panel for right now. And it's waiting for someone to engage, to enter on their device that they want to answer the question. So this is a great tool to use if you want somebody to quickly be able to respond and you want to be able to fairly determine who raised their hand first. This selector option is going to take from the list of students or colleagues that you have that have joined this class, and it's going to randomly select the number of those students or colleagues that you select. So you can say that you want 3 random students to be able to share, and it will go ahead and determine those 3 for you. Finally, you have the Manage setting, which is going to bring you back to that QR code. Say you had a student that joined late and you want them to be able to still participate. By bringing up that Manager option, it will bring that code up to you. You also then have the ability to export your report, which is a really great tool. And it shows me the pathway that it saved that report so that I now can go into my files and my storage and I can access all of the data from that particular day or class's session. So a really powerful tool, and being able to save and share that data afterwards makes it even more useful and powerful in the classroom. So I hope you find this helpful, and I can't wait to hear how you make use of this great tool.